Right boys, welcome back to the channel. It is the start of Season 8, the final season with Fenerbahce. Transfers done, one massive out. You can probably guess which one it was, but I'll tell you about it in today's episode. Let's get into it. Smash a like on today's video for me, muchly appreciated. The more likes, the more comments. If you've been watching this video, this series from the start, let me know down below. And the more comments, more likes on the video, the more chance of the channel getting spotted by new people. Right, let's get into it. So, Erling Haaland has gone £80 million we got for him. Now, the reason we said that we were going to keep him was because it was our final season and we didn't care. But I never really like to finish a series when I'm just knowing it's going to come to an end. He had 1 year left on his deal, no interest at all at signing a new deal. So he was obviously probably going to leave on a free, even sign a pre-contract in January. And I just thought, right, with that 80 million, the board has only given us 40 million to spend themselves, because we're still paying for this season and next season. We're paying 20 million for Van der Smaan. I thought it was a deal that had to be done. I transfer listed him out for 80 million, and Arsenal came in. Boo! I'll give you 80 million. So we took it. Done very, very well for us. I've strengthened. We've replaced him. I'll show you the outs. I'll show you the ins in a minute. It's been a bit awkward. I was hoping to get one more player in by selling another player. But the board, because we'd spent all our money, the board then cut our transfer revenue income by 55%, which meaning I've had to keep a player now that is unhappy. It's luckily pre-season has gone well. The new signing seems to be doing very well. Marucci has come back in and is just an absolute beast, which for you guys that have been here since the start is what you want to see in the final season. And then we've strengthened in other areas. So Højbjerg has gone. We said that for a long time. He didn't play a great deal. Decent servant for 2 years, 3.7. We actually made a bit of profit on him as well. So Højbjerg is another one gone. Terenzi has gone 5.5. I've strengthened in at left wing back. Terenzi's gone 5.5 million when we was with us for 2 seasons, and once again we've made profit. Another noticeable out, Cappy. Now I was going to probably keep him, even though he would have been way down the pecking order. We've still got Tufon, we've still got Melagoni, and we've still got Ekrem, and we've strengthened in this area. So we got him for a free after having on loan for 3 years and then a permanent deal, and good money. He's Turkish. That was the only reason we were keeping him, because he was Turkish. But we've managed to get by the foreign rule anyway. It's fine. So he wanted to go. We've got some money in, and it's helped us reinvest. And then players released: Quates, who retired, and Nazim Sangare, right back, who was with us for a decent amount of time and was a decent servant for us. So you want to see the ins. We'll start off with the smallest, Yavuz Dink. Now, this was the player that we tried to get when we thought we were losing Baez. He ended up going to Atletico Madrid for 17.5 million quite a while ago and played a few games. He's done all right. We've got him in at an absolute snip, I think. £7 million, 22 years old. He's Turkish, gets the opportunity to grow. When we play 3 in midfield, he can do that for us. He's a decent replacement for Baez as well. He can do in behind. That's what she said. And he can also do half a job up front if needed. But he's a backup basically, and a bloody very good one at that. Next one in, Gonzalo Fernandez, 9.75 million we've paid. He started at Boca, then Toronto, and then went to River, had a decent few seasons at River, and we've brought him in. I've got him based on the attributes. He's only 25. Technical's decent, physical's very good, 6'4". He can play in defence, he can play in midfield as well. He can do either role in midfield. I did have him as my box-to-box midfield to start with, but then we've re-strengthened again in there. So once again, he generally may not be a starter, but he's made our squad bigger, better. We've got an extra option to go in defence as well. When needed, he can do a libero role. We've only brought in one centre-half, so we've kind of got the 3 centre-halves that we had. We've got now Fernandes and a new signing, and then Abulukrat as 6 central defenders if we need to rotate. But once again, I think 9.75, decent bit of business. Right, next one in, Troy Parrott, a replacement for Haaland basically. 18 dribbling, 16 finishing, but I did start playing him. We did start playing him in the target man support where we had Marucci and Haaland last year, mainly because he's 16 heading, physicals are decent, jumping reach 16, 6'1", he's quite tall. In his 2 pre-season games, 2 pre-season starts, he got himself 2 assists as well for Van der Sman. So it was looking like that was going to be his role until Ismail Gull has really kicked up a fuss and wants to leave. He's now transfer listed. I was going to let him go for big money because we were getting offered in excess of 70 million for him. And I thought, right, we'll let him go. And as soon as I thought I'm going to let him go, the board slashed our transfer budget thing to 55%. So we need to get top money in. We've still got a few more days left. There may be an opportunity where Gull goes and we get somebody in, maybe as a backup, and we go with Marucci, Troy Parrott in the middle of the 3, and then Van der Sman on the left. But yeah, will Marucci be able to do it in the big games? We'll have to see. So I've got a little bit more digging to do in between now and the next episode. We're starting today because we get to see who we're playing in the Champions League. Right, on to the big 2 spends. Corentin Tolisso. Now, he's just turned 32. We've spent a lot of money on him. £30 million. He was the best box-to-box midfielder available that I could get realistically. He's gone against the transfer policy that they don't want over 30s, but he's a high-profile signing. Tremendous physicals. We haven't got to worry about him dropping off over the next maybe 2 years. Technical's decent. Mental's decent. £30 million when we have money to spend isn't. I would have liked somebody younger. There just wasn't anyone good enough. You know, the best player around basically that we could get was Gonzalez until Tolisso was transfer listed. And we managed to get him in for 30 million. He's going to make a decent impact for us. Him and Baez. He's definitely an upgrade on Melagoni. That's what we wanted. An upgrade on Melagoni and Tufon in the middle of the park. And he does that for us. And the last one, Jean-Claire Todibo. Yeah, he cost a bit of money. £47 million. Sevilla, then Arsenal. Transfer listed. He's a libero. His physicals are absolutely tremendous. Mental's decent. Defending-wise, 15, 13 and 13 can be better, but we're playing him in the middle. He's playing as a libero. It's given us the opportunity to move Cuenca out onto the left-hand side because he's a left-footed defender, which is good. Then we've got Diakate and Danzo. So, yeah, he's 26. We're going to get value out of him. We won't see it, but then there would probably be a potential to maybe sell him on in 2 or 3, 4 years' time and still get decent amount of money for him. We did go down the route of Ruben Dias. His wages were like about 300,000. We couldn't afford it, and he ended up choosing Barcelona. He is a little bit older as well. Ruben Dias has just turned 30, cost 56. We got 26, a 26-year-old for a little bit cheaper. So we've done well. We've done well, and that is it. They are the transfers. We've had multiple bids for Baez, who still seems happy enough to stay. Multiple bids for Diakate. Real Madrid have just come sniffing for Cuenca, but giving us like a daft bid of 13 million, which is just ridiculous. He says he wants to leave, but he's got no chance of going. Danzo, we've had a couple of bids for. Akbulut, we've had a couple of bids for. Sessegnon, we had a couple of bids for that we turned down. Oh, I missed a player. Benjamin Mendy. The board weren't happy with it because he's 32 and I had to pay 11 million for him. Bearing in mind, we sold that Terenzi guy and he didn't do well. I've gone for him because his pace isn't great, but I've gone for him just on that. He can tackle. His mentals are pretty good and he's crossing his 17. Remember, if the wing backs get forward, I don't really need him to be pacey. It's the quality he has on that left-hand side with his left foot. And he definitely has that for us. Passing 14, tackling 14, technique 13, crossing, dribbling, all decent. Crossing, absolutely exceptional. So we've gone with him and he's come in and lo and behold, he's done very well. So that is all of them. Van der Sman, we've had loads of interest enough bids. Ismail Gull is the one. He's now transfer listed, but I want something around that. Let's just see what happens when I offer him out. Let's offer him out for 100. See what happens. So yeah, and then if that does come in, we might get 50, 60 million. If we get 50 million in the bank for him, then we may look at doing something to get a replacement in. Marucci is starting very well. We've done very well in our league games, which you'd expect. We've played 2 games, 2-5-0 victories. We beat Galatasaray in the Super Cup, absolutely dominated that game. We beat Galatasaray 4-0 in a friendly cup, semi-final, beat Mönchengladbach in the final. We beat Juventus 5-0. And then decent performances against Anderlecht and Hadja Split. So we've had a very, very good start to the season. Now, tactic-wise, we've got obviously this one going. We've changed Marucci onto attack, but I think I may even put that on support when it is Marucci. We're doing that for Parrott to get him involved a little bit, but moving Parrott over to Poacher, which he can no doubt do. Heading, finishing, he's going to get plenty of chances this season. He didn't score in his first game in that position, but I think he's going to be quality for us. And I think that's it. Yeah, so we've had a decent amount of some of the money is not great. 27 million. We've lost a little bit this season. We lost a lot last season, but yeah, there may be stuff to do. Rashford is transfer listed, but they want 78 million for him. I thought, oh, that'd be nice to get Ishmael Gull out, but because they've taken 50 odd of 55%, they've lowered our thing down to 55%. We can't do that deal any longer, but never mind. Right, let's get a Champions League draw done. Our coefficient is very good. We are actually 1, 2, 3, 4, 5th seeds, look. We've done very well recently. Right, we're in Group E. 2nd seeds, Liverpool, Chelsea, Porto, Dortmund, City, Athletic, de Madrid, Juventus and Leipzig. 3rd seeds, there's some big clubs in there as well. Schalke, Celtic, Roma, PSV, Benfica, Lazio, Lyon and Galatasaray. That's not too bad. 4th seeds, yeah, the 1st and 2nd seeds are always going to be difficult. Let's see who we get. Are we ready? Oh, Porto would be nice. It's Chelsea. Okay. 3rd seed, obviously we're not going to get Galatasaray. Probably want to avoid Roma. We take a nice PSV, Celtic. It's tough. 3rd seeds are going to be tough. Okay, we're going to I take Schalke. We got Roma. Okay. Ancelotti in charge. Shit, it's going to be tough. We've got a tough group. Galatasaray have been given Madrid and Bayern. Right. We could end up getting Monaco here. Which would Monaco, Ajax. We don't want Monaco, Ajax. Everyone else we can handle. Good. FC Copenhagen. Good. So there is the draw. That's a tough group. That is a tough group. They finished 2nd last year. Going to have some quality players. But us, stature-wise, we're now up to 10th. We're up to 10th. I'm happy with that. Way off Madrid. They're well leading. But yeah, we've got them top 10. Top 10 club in the world. We can't grumble about that over the last... I think we started in about 50-something, so happy days. Sociedad are in for goal, but just absolutely derisory. Right, let's get into today's game. It is Istanbul Başakşehir. Got one of my former coaches in charge as well. Right, okay, we are. So a few debutants for you to see today. You get to see Todibo, Mendy. I've just thought I'd give him a go on that left-hand side. Session's okay, but the opportunity to Mendy started pretty well while he's fit. Troy Parrott, Big Nige on the left, Marucci on the right. We've started the league season very well, but so have Galatasaray. 3 wins from 3 for them, so they're looking strong. How have they strengthened? Still got Fifth Terim there. Emre Moore, who was transfer listed, would have been a very good player, but we don't play with that shape. He wouldn't have been any use to us. And then just sold off a few players that weren't really important to him, so they're looking strong. Looking strong. Player from Ajax. Defender. Very good defender by the looks of it. Right, here we go. Tolisso in the middle of the pack as well. He's been left out French squad, which is good because he's a bit old, so it means that we're going to get the opportunity to rest him a little bit on international duty. Here we go. Come on, I want Troy Parrott to score us some goals, so we do not miss Haaland. Van der Sman is up and running already in the game. 1 minute gone. Marucci the assist. Van der Sman on the score sheet already. We have obviously still got Ishmael Gull. He's on the bench to bring on if needed. But I wanted to go down the route of, well, if I'm not carrying on a save, but I want to try and act like I am. If Ismail Gull's desperate to go and we can get a serious amount of money for him, then we'll let him go. Even though he is Turkish as well, which is a bit disappointing. Right, Marucci. Charging down the left, plenty of pace. Van der Smaan, 2-0, 21 minutes gone. Where did Marucci get that pace from? Lovely run from the big man. Into Van der Smaan. Smashes it in. 2-0. We are coasting already, which is good. Most of this final season is going to be focused towards the Champions League and our journey through the Champions League. So a lot of games will come back. We're going to try and get through at least 10, 12 games in between episodes, as I'm aiming to finish this series by the end of October. So yeah, you'll probably not see many league games. They'll often be circulated around Champions League games, and if we're 2 games an episode, it'll more likely be a Champions League game and then a random league game. But we are really following the Champions League journey. See if we can get a little bit further once again. I would be delighted if we can get to a final. If we can finish, we've won a Europa, we've got to the quarterfinals. We just need the draw to be a little bit kind to us if we can get through the group stage. Right, Andrade. Good header. Got a break here. Marucci's banged it clear. Troy Parrott. He's in. Is he going to go himself? Oh, he is. He skipped through. It was a nutmeg that. Great save from the goalkeeper. We just need Troy to open up his account. Right, Burak. Marucci's going to flick it on. He's found Parrott. Half a tackle. I think going to break on us here. And we're going to get it back. Oh, referee's having a little look. What's he looking at? Is it a penalty? Penalty review. No penalty. Oh. That's 10 seconds back I'll never get again. Right, very convincing first half. 3-0 up. They've not even had a shot on goal. Right, Baez. Come on, let's get Parrott on the score sheet. Cuenca's there. He's helped himself to another. I think the referee's disallowing it, isn't he? He is disallowing it. Fractionally offside. Right, here we go. Van der Smaan's picked up the spare ball. Troy Parrott. Lays it back off to Cuenca. Good. Van der Smaan. Cross. Marucci. Should have scored. Also, Troy Parrott, his whole build-up play and stuff is a lot. We were literally relying on Ishmael's pace more than anything. Parrott is a lot more better rounded footballer. Let's do some subs. Let's get Mendy off. Let's get Sessegnon on. We've had to... Burak Aydin has been offered loads of transfer bids as well, but we've told him you're going to be our star player. So he will start pretty much every single week now. Let's take Baez off. Let's put Dink on. And we'll go Marucci off. We'll take Gull off. We'll bring Gull on. Gull in the middle of the 3. Parrott out to the right. We're going to have to manage... We're going to have to manage Marucci a little bit. We've still got Cheng. Right, Parrott. Picking up the loose ball. He is good. He's very creative. He's Parrott as well. Racking up 4 assists in those 2 pre-season games. Right, Burak. Delivery in. Van der Smaan heads it down. Decent save from the goalkeeper. Yavuz win it. Ismail Gull was underneath it. Todibo has already scored an absolute 30-yard thunder bastard, as we call him. It's a free kick. Coming into the final few minutes, job done, 3-0, Istanbul. It's a standard win for us now. The Turkish league can't really cope with us at the moment. It's just, can we make sure Galatasaray don't win it? We want to win the cups. We've already won the Super Cup. We want to win the domestic treble again. So there we are, boys. 3-0, top of the league, 13 goals. I don't think we haven't conceded yet, have we? No, we haven't conceded. Neither have Galatasaray. Besiktas have started very, very well, which is good. We will come back. I do need to kick on with some games to make sure we get this series done. Next week, videos are going to start on Wednesdays as well, because York City has moved to Tuesday, Thursdays and Sundays, so I get an extra episode of that in. So check out the Fenerbahce one next Wednesday. We will come back. Got to get through September. We maybe come back in and around here towards the end, sort of like November. So we'd have played a good one. Yeah, we'll go with the Chelsea and Kiddersport games, and that gives us enough games in between to get this series progressed into the final season and hopefully get finished for the end of October. So I can just have a week's rest of head of FM21. All right, guys, that's it. So as I said, just for the remainder of the series October, because I've finished the series with Deportivo, putting York City in now 3 times a week to try and get that done. I thought we'd finish this at the end of October, so it gives us good 4 episodes to get in across the season, maybe even a 5th. We will see. All right, guys, thank you very much for watching. Make sure you check out all the other content on the channel. 10 teams to watch video as well, and check that out if you're struggling or want to have an idea who you might want to manage in FM21. I've come up with 10 teams for you. Thank you very much for watching, guys. See you later.